I'd like to speak with you about muscle imbalances. So many people say to me, Vic, I have a muscle imbalance. My right arm is bigger than my left, or the left side of my chest is bigger than the right, or one leg is bigger than the other. What can I do? Well, let me share with you an experiment that I actually did with a client who claimed he had a difference in the size of his arms. I measured his arms, and they were the identical size. Yet, when he stood in the mirror, the way he was standing, one shoulder higher than the other, one elbow turned out, the other one not, it gave the appearance that his arms were a different size. Yet he had been changing his training, doing more reps on one side versus the other to correct an imbalance that wasn't even there. It was really more of a trick of the eye, a postural thing, an image that really didn't exist. And how many of us do that? How many of us have this perception of an imbalance when it's really postural alignment or the way we are standing or even the lighting in our bathroom mirror? Some of us are changing our workouts, our diets, and things just to kind of compensate for something that really doesn't need compensation. Again, I'd like to point out that a lot of people who actually do have an imbalance, it's generally in the beginning of their training. And it usually gets smaller on a percentage basis as we progress. Simple example is, let's say your arms are 13 inches and one is 13 and a quarter inches. Well, as your arms get bigger, if the imbalance stays static, a quarter inch difference on a 14-inch arm is a much smaller differential than a quarter inch on 13-inch arms. So as you progress, those imbalances, provided they remain static, will appear smaller and be smaller. So I would like to point that out too as a matter of solace. Additionally, I would like to share with you something about myself. Now, I always had a bit of love handles, if you will. And I've had those since I was younger. In fact, even when I was competing, I would always wonder, even several weeks before the competition, how they appeared. In other words, are these love handles going to go away? They were kind of like the last vestige of fat that I had on my body before the competition. And there was really not 100% certainty that they would go away. But nevertheless, I had already committed to the contest. So my abs and waistline had already appeared a little bit chunky, and I was always concerned about that. So one year, I decided that I was going to focus on getting rid of these love handles no matter what. I was going to do cardio. I was going to do dieting. I was going to focus on these love handles. And can you guess what happened? I lost everything but the damn love handles. The love handles were more prominent, yet I looked gaunt, weak, undernourished, underfed, and the only remaining part of me, or the biggest part of me, the most prominent part of me, was those pesky love handles. And what did I decide to do? Well, when I shifted my focus from forgetting about the love handles to building myself back up, guess what happened? I focused on holistic nourishment, holistic training, and I forgot about the love handles. I paid them no mind, and can you guess what happened? They actually went away. Once I started to feed the body properly, once I started to focus on overall development, it became less a part of me because I took my focus away from them. So can you guess what happens when you focus on something? You actually get more of it. So if you focus on overall development, overall health, overall wellness, those minute little issues that we have with ourselves that we are so critical of, they actually become a smaller part of the equation. So I wanted to share that with you folks because a lot of times we miss the forest for the trees. We obsess about something. We have this magnifying effect on a very, very tiny issue or what we perceive as a problem when it's really not a problem. In fact, my love handles were taking care of me. That was my prudent reserve fund. That's what was hanging on, suggesting to me that I was undernourished and underfed. So please, don't get so obsessed with the mirror. Don't get so obsessed with these imbalances, these minor imperfections. There is no ideal of perfection. You are perfect in your imbalances and really embrace that. Of course, we can always strive to do better, but focus on overall health, focus on overall wellness, focus on overall strength, and the imbalances or the perceived little problems that we have when we look at ourselves in the mirror will all take care of themselves. I wish you all the best. Peace, love, and muscles. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you're interested in training with me and hearing about my new simplified training program, we can book a call. Just click the link below in the description portion of this video, fill out the form, and I'll be in touch with you in a couple of days. Peace, love, and muscles.